Welcome back to Small Talk Wednesday. We're getting ready to start part 2 of our interview with UC Santa Barbara men's soccer head coach Tim Vom Steeg. Coach, we're going to play a game today called Game of Firsts. Sound good?
I'll do what I can do.
All right. Since we are a course on the subject of soccer, who did you first idolize in the game of soccer? Or who was your first poster?
Listen, you're in Brazil. It's Pele. I mean, literally, it was Pele. Big, huge poster of him doing a bicycle kick on the wall with his autograph. Now, I thought it was actually his autograph, but it really wasn't. It was a poster. But there it is, Pele doing a bicycle kick wearing his yellow jersey. I can see it like it's right in front of me.
When was your first bicycle kick that you attempted?
I was at practice when I tried it, and it was an absolute disaster. Yeah, big guys aren't meant to do that, and certainly I was not meant to come close to lifting my leg over my head in any way.
What about first sport you played besides soccer?
Yeah, easily it was baseball. As I said before, my dad played baseball at UC Davis. He was a catcher. And in Brazil, he brought a bat and some gloves with us in a suitcase. And one day he came out to the soccer field and he said, "I'm going to teach you a new sport." And we grabbed these gloves and we stood around and he hit balls at us. And we thought it was the slowest thing in the entire world. I think that might have lasted 30 minutes. We did not understand the purpose of the game. We didn't understand why we would just sit here and have to wait for somebody to hit a ball before you could run.
What was the first live professional soccer event that you ever attended?
Man, that is interesting. My first live professional event, we would catch a lot of games in Brazil, but it would have to be back here in the United States. I will tell you the one, more than the first one, the one that I will never forget was going to the World Cup at the Rose Bowl and watching USA beat Colombia.
That was 1994, and that was a packed crowd there at the Rose Bowl?
Oh, it was standing room only. It was 90 degrees. You know, the Rose Bowl, we're all jammed in there anyway. We stood the entire game. So that was crazy.
First country that you visited besides Brazil and obviously the United States?
Before we came back to the United States, my dad made the decision after 7 years that he didn't really want to have us being raised without really knowing family. As I said, we were in the middle of nowhere. He wanted to make sure that we had seen all of South America. So on the way back to the United States, we just started hopping countries. We landed in Manaus, which is the mouth of the Amazon River, and we took that boat on the Amazon. And literally we're out like catching piranhas, and it's everything you see in National Geographic except, there it is. And so I'll never forget that trip.
When you think of Gaucho soccer, what player first comes to mind symbolizing Gaucho soccer?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Because whoever I say, it's gonna make it out there. Let me just look. We've had so many great players, as everybody knows, and I've enjoyed coaching every one of them. I will go back to sort of our first kind of superstar that we had here, which was Rob Friend. He set the single goal scoring record here. And like I said, I could go on and list the best midfielder, the best forward, the best defender, the best goalkeeper, all the way through. But it's been a pleasure to coach, each one of them, especially those players that have given so much to the program.
I'm sure we could come up with a Gaucho top 11, and
yeah,
you probably come up with.
And even then, would be hard pressed. Like we did this the other day as part of a fun exercise. The Gaucho Great Team. And yeah, you start pushing 15, 16 when you start to really list the players that, put the program on the map.
What was the first LA Galaxy game that you attended to go see Justin?
There was a Open Cup game. So that would be your opportunity for a goalkeeper to play. This was 2 years ago, and I went down to watch Justin play. And, it's interesting because I think the position in and by itself is ridiculously hard. I mean, you literally stand back there for most of the game, and you're only called upon a certain time.
The horrors of being a parent on the sideline helpless as you're watching your kid playing, right?
Well, it is. And like I said, I enjoy watching my other three, no problem. Tell me where the game is. I'll go to great lengths to go catch that game. In fact, even when I'm away, I'll figure out a service that will, I'll even help to have somebody film the game so I can see it. So I enjoy all those games. But I'm telling you, being a father of a goalkeeper is a different story. That's a different animal.
A few more random questions now. We've been on the soccer theme, but a little bit random. What's the first app that you check on your phone when you wake up in the morning?
Well, I was actually, believe it or not, I was doing the Corona app. I mean, literally like the dashboard is the first place I've been going. I'm not saying it's necessarily an app, but it's the first place I'm going for the past 5 months. It's like, where are we with the cases? What's happening? And the local Santa Barbara County website were the first two things I would look at when I opened up my phone.
Who's the first person you text when something exciting happens?
Oh, it's my wife easily. That's an easy question. I got married at age 24. She was 22. That's a lot of life there. So yeah, we remain to this day best friends. And in fact, as we were talking, she's wondering why we haven't met up for lunch yet today. So I need to steal a minute here and tell her that we've gone on for a little while here.
Well, Coach, that's it for Game of First. We've really had a great time talking to you, learning about some things that we didn't know, and appreciate your time that you've given to us for Small Talk Wednesday.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate it. Thanks for everything.